Hey everybody, I have a question. Why do so many black women listen to Sexy Red? And the reason why I'm saying that is because this woman, doesn't have any talent. I mean, if you look at other female hip hop people or stars, some of them can actually rap. This woman is just like, her music is horrible. And it's amazing, we're in a time where a woman like that could have a career, teach their own, but I don't see, how or why people listen to someone like this woman. And I think she's, not talented. That's just my opinion. And then also I'm looking at, I've been looking on Twitter, but there was an image of her. I think she posted herself with Martin Luther King. It's like an image with her and Martin Luther King or something like that. And to even put something like that up on social media when we're celebrating Martin Luther King, we're celebrating, his achievements, we're celebrating his life, the things he's done for America, the things he's done for black people. To think that would be okay just shows you that, some of these people, or I'm not going to say people, but it just shows you, Sexy Red or whoever's behind her team or people at the record company, they're just like, something's wrong with their brains or something. I mean, they think that people would think that's acceptable, or to use that to get, to be controversial, to get people to react. Because a lot of people, again, when you post something like that, people are going to react. And, she's a person that, she likes to get reactions from folks. That's what's keeping her career to, sort of relevant, is that she'll do something outlandish and people will respond. But I mean, to do something like that it's low. I mean, out of all the things she's could have done to get, some attention, why sit up when we're celebrating Martin Luther King and then post something like that? And it just goes to show you that, some of these folks in the music business are evil. And, it's time for Black Americans, white Americans, Asian Americans, whoever, to start pushing back on some of this degenerate stuff that's going on. Because, I mean, again, to sit up and post something like that it's insane. That would be the equivalent of, like, could you imagine if a Taylor Swift, posted a photo of herself kissing Stalin, during Stalin's birthday? People would be like, this is insane. And so I'm so happy that people are pushing back against Sexy Red. People are pushing back against some of this degenerate stuff that's going on in Black America, and just degenerate stuff in general, but especially, stuff like this. I mean, for this woman to think, well, let me try to use Martin Luther King and post something controversial. I mean, out of everything she could have posted to get some attention, to pick Martin Luther King, especially when, he's got assassinated and, it really tore apart our country. To think that was okay, it just shows you how, how some of these people's brains are fried. And I'm glad that I think I saw somebody from the Martin Luther King's family. They're speaking out against it. You got people online who are speaking out against it. You have other black people, people in the industry that are like, this is sort of bad to do. But it's time that more folks, especially black people, start calling out some of this degenerate behavior. Because, I mean, it sends a bad message, and it's just wrong. And I don't, just, again, it shows you that people at her record label, people in the marketing department, they were okay with this. It shows you that they said, you know what? Oh, well, we don't care. This is going to draw up some controversy. Somebody in her teams, a manager or something, should have said, you know what? We're not going to put something like this up. We're all celebrating Martin Luther King. This is a guy who's done so much for America and Americans and Black Americans and fought for equality. Let's not do something like this. Let's try something else. And for people to sit back, including folks in her team, because she's not alone, to not think anything of this or not tap her on the shoulder and say, wait a minute, take that down, or this ain't right. It's shows you, after the day, the people that she's working around or working with, or the record companies that, they're demonic too. And so, again, I'm so happy people are speaking out against this, because some things you can't let slide. And this is one of them after the day. To sit up and use a fake image of Martin Luther King and show you guys together in a photo like it's some unity or that y'all are in love, whatever message you're trying to convey, it's absolutely wrong. And it's wrong, first of all, and the timing is just horrible. And even if it wasn't, a time where we're celebrating Martin Luther King, it's just bad. It's bad to, even use a person who's done so much in an image like that. Again, I blame Sexyy Red, the record companies, her manager, marketing department in the record companies, all people up and down the line, to even let something like this go out and at least, not say to her, take this down. This is disrespectful. And again, the only way this stuff is going to stop is for folks, and I'm so happy people are online, they're on Twitter, and they're like, no, we're not going to stand by this. We're not just going to let this go. We're not just going to let you use images of some of our great leaders in America, especially some of our great black leaders, and just have them looking crazy. And so I'm so happy about this. And I hope that, more people call out some of these folks in the music business about certain things, because she's not the only one. You have other people in the music business that are doing crazy stuff that are just making black folks look bad. And so 2025, it's time to speak out, get on your social media, let people know, no, we're not okay with this image being shown. And maybe, like I say, maybe, it'll spark some change in some of these artists. Maybe they'll sit up and say, oh, well, I didn't think about it that way. But this is a conversation that we need to have, because it keeps on happening. I mean, I've even seen flyers where people have had Martin Luther King in a do-rag, just crazy stuff. I mean, promoting club parties and stuff. So again, I know I'm repeating myself, but if you see something like this, speak out, make a social media post. Maybe it'll go viral. Maybe it'll inspire people to say, wait a minute, this is crazy. Because if you keep on letting crazy stuff happen, people don't think anything of it. Like, I think Sexyy Red thought, oh, people are, just so into everything that this is going to slide. And there's black folks who are saying, no, we're not going to let this slide. We're not going to let you disrespect the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. with this type of mess. And so, again, in the comment section, let me know how you feel about Sexyy Red, and just how insane she is for thinking that black people would be okay with her putting up a fake photo of her and Martin Luther King together when we're celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. So in the comment section, just let me know how you feel about this whole topic. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then also, I'm on X, formerly known as Twitter, Mark Parham _. You type that in, then you'll be able to find me. Thank you.